We're now going to look at the paintbrush tool. So that is right below the align tool. It looks like a little paintbrush, okay? When you click on this, let me make sure I'm turning this back to everything that's correct, okay? Remember, your paintbrush only has a stroke. It's gonna have a stroke color, okay? So remember, you can change the color by double clicking on the stroke, okay? So I change it to this. You could come up to the top here on your control panel, change it to one of your pre-saved swatches. You could also go to your collapsible panels, and there's one that looks like a little palette called Color. Just click and drag this out, and you can select your color there. You could also use your swatches, which looks like this, and again, select your color. Now, you have to always make sure that your stroke is activated, and that just means it's out front. Okay, so I've got this color, and all you do is click and drag. And what will happen is once you let go, it'll make it nice and smooth, okay? I will tell you that if you have a painterly technique, and I will talk to you about this, this is what you can use if you would like. I'm going to ask for the rest of you to focus on the pen tool, okay? Because you really have to know what you're doing and know how to work with the program to use the paintbrush tool. You don't want to use this tool if you don't understand the program because it can look really sloppy. A couple things. You can change the stroke width, okay, by changing your stroke at the top. Okay, it's still a 5-point round. I'm going to go back down to 1. Oops. Okay, if you have, let's say, this 5-point round, what you can do is you can double click on it, and then this is where you can change the point size. The angle is as if it's the angle of the brush. So let me show you this real quick. Okay, I'm just going to put up to 5. And then the roundness is how round it is. And then you'll see, I previewed it already. You see how it looks more like a tighter calligraphic brush. So that's the option we're on right now. So you can change that. I can hit preview and cancel. Okay. A couple things you can do. You may have some presets. Now mine might have more because I've used more. But you basically have the basic, which is this. This is charcoal. Okay. You can make arrows, you can make watercolors, you can do different brushes, you can do different patterns. A couple ways to do that is you will see that there's a brush libraries menu. It looks like little books. If you click on that, okay, and you click arrows, you can do arrows standard and then select any of these arrows. So let's say I click this one. If I click and drag, oops, there we go, double click. If I click and drag, you see this dotted line? It's just pre-saving where I'm going to go. And you'll see once I let go, there's my arrow, okay? Let's do this again. Let's go to the library. Artistic, you can do the calligraphic ones, which is your normal ones. Not normal, but your normal preset. Chalk and charcoal and pencil. This is artistic ink, the regular paintbrush, scroll pen. Watercolors are a favorite of some people, especially if watercolor is your thing. I really like watercolor. So you can select the type of watercolor brush you want, double click, and then you'll see that you get this watercolor brush and this effect. Okay? The other thing you can do is you can put add new brush. Remember, that box with the plus in it means new brush. So if you click that, let me move this out. It's not gonna let me. You can select either brush type, okay? Calligraphic brush, bristle brush, pattern brush. I want to show you bristle brush. When we double clicked on our original brush, that was the calligraphic brush. So I don't want to show you that again. It'll just be a repeat. With the bristle brush, okay, you can select the shape, anyone you want. Okay, I'm going to do flat fan. And then watch, you'll preview it here as you adjust these characteristics below. So size, I'm going to make it a little bigger. Okay, the length of the bristles, a little bigger. Density is how dark it will be. Okay, so obviously if I go to 100, it'll be pretty. If I go to 100 and then do the opacity at 100, it'll be like black. I don't want that. Okay. Bristle thickness, you can adjust that as well. I'm going to keep it where it was. And then you can do the stiffness. Okay. Flexible or rigid. I'm going to go more flexible. Okay. Now I'm going to push OK. And right there it is. I'm going to click it. I'm actually going to change my color here so you can see the difference. And I'm going to click and drag. Now you'll notice that it took my computer a while. It's because it's creating an artistic effect, and sometimes it's slow. Takes some time to catch up. Okay, so that is the paintbrush tool.